Well, there's something I haven't seen in a while, and that's sunlight. Which reminds me that winter is coming to a close. It's mid-February. There aren't torrential rains every day anymore. There's the odd hour of no rain, and that means soon I'm gonna be working out there again, moving stuff. And moving stuff requires functional wheelbarrows, which at the moment I don't have. I have 2 wheelbarrows and they're both flat. Now the wind out there is pretty damn chilly, so I'd rather be doing this in here. Now in the past I've replaced quite a few tyres in the wheelbarrows because you always get flats. There's some bramble or something else that's thorny or whatever, and you get a flat tyre. So I made the investment and just got myself no flat tyres. The problem that I'm already seeing like straight away is that these, I don't know what they're called, the bit where the axle goes, that's too thin. Like the axle here that comes with this wheel is a lot thicker than what I have there. And the old axle was completely rusted in with the other wheel, so I couldn't salvage those. I have to make do with what I have. The other bit is that it's also too narrow at the wheel hub is quite a bit wider, and I have room for, so that, well, that means 2 things. I have to move these guys, probably beat them up with a mallet or something, bend them further apart, and then bend these top bits back so that the angle is okay again for the axle to go in. And then I'll probably have to use a step drill or something similar to make these wider. Alright, so that worked. Probably now have to just bend the top bit a little bit. If only I had my pipe wrench. Where the hell is it? That's the problem with not having a proper workshop with dedicated storage, etc. Never know where your tools are, always have to look for them. It's a pain in the ass. That should do, I think. I'll make it work somehow. Alright. I'm going to get my step drill and see if I can make those, notches a bit wider. Would be nice to have a functional wheelbarrow again. Unfortunately, I don't have any hammerite here, any other kind of rust treatment. Would have been nice to apply some, especially if I cut into the metal now. I guess I haven't been doing a whole lot of metal work so far, which is why I don't really have anything that pertains to metal work. Now, let's see. I'm going to eyeball this. Let's see, that needs to come up to that ring there. 18 millimeters. Yep, that seems to be the right measurement. Alright then, let's do the other side. Now that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. That's nice for a change. Now, of course, I can't fit the axle in from the top. Now, that's fine. But the fact that these bolts, no, these nuts here, have to sit on the inside of axle holders. Makes installing this a bit difficult because you can't slot the axle from the top, so you have to push it through the one side first, put that nut on, and then keep screwing this to push the axle through, so that you can pull it in on the other side far enough to put that nut on it as well. That looks about far enough. Back in you go. That seems to sit pretty evenly between them for now. All we have to do is tighten those against the axle holders. And there we go. One working wheelbarrow. Ooh. That's pretty rusty. Oh well. I guess that's expected. Now the second wheelbarrow is dripping wet with gums and mud and all sorts of unappetizing substances. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my tools and then I'm going to move outside and do it there. At the moment there's no rain. The first one went quick enough, and hopefully this one will as well. And right away there's a problem. These brackets here that the axle goes into, they're quite different from the other ones. They're not carved or anything, these are just solid L brackets that are welded onto the frame, which means I can't bend these because that's really thick metal. It's probably like 5mm steel. Well, let's loosen this up first and see if the new axle or the new wheel hub actually fits in there, just from a width perspective. Okay, so just the wheel hub and the bolt. That looks too narrow. Alright, let's see. So the wheel hub fits just about. Small favours. Not nearly wide enough, so I have to step drill this out. Again, I ideally wish I had hammerite to treat this afterwards, but I don't. So I wonder if this has become blunt because it wouldn't move any further, and I don't think that is wide enough yet. Can't possibly be. Nope. That needs another 2mm minimum. I think I have some more step drill bits. I'm going to try one of those. Maybe they're still sharp enough. And again, these are from Lidl. I guess they're okay for what they offer. You use them until they break, and that is that. That seems to have done it. This metal here got so hot that everything started to bubble, and of course now I don't know whether I've ruined the step drill bit to the extent that that was the last hole that it ever drilled. Only one way to find out, I guess. Right. Quickly. I've drilled out the other hole. I think that now fits as well. Yep, there we go. Okay. So all was not lost. This bit's going to be interesting again. So shoulder bolt goes in first. Okay. Now, these are brackets. Advantages that they do take washers, so I'll put them on. Let's tighten these up. Okay. Beautiful. Job done. And now I've got two functioning wheelbarrows ready for the delightful days of outside work. I've really no idea what possessed this farmer to turn this field into, well, Mordor.